All right, let's get right into it. If you've ever messed around with off-grid solar or, any big battery systems, you've probably flipped a disconnect switch. But have you ever really stopped to think about what's happening when you cut a high current DC load while it's live? They call it hot switching. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on its hidden and frankly super underestimated dangers. And no, that is not an exaggeration. We are talking about a failure that can be absolutely catastrophic, all from one of the most basic things you can do in any electrical system. It is a crazy amount of energy focused on a tiny point, and the consequences can be, well, devastating. The stakes here are just incredibly high. And that's really the million-dollar question, right? Because we've all seen that little blue spark when you plug in a vacuum cleaner at home. No big deal. But that's AC power. The spark you get from a DC system, well, it's a completely different animal. And figuring out why is the absolute key to keeping yourself and your gear safe. So, to really get to the bottom of this, we've got to talk about the basic physics of electricity. Because the real danger, the secret sauce, if you will, is in the very nature of direct current, that relentless, stubborn, one-way flow of energy. Okay, so check this out. The power in your house, that's AC, or alternating current, it flips back and forth, right? It actually crosses 0 volts, like 120 times every single second. And that tiny little moment of no power gives any spark a chance to just go out. But DC? Oh no. DC is like a fire hose that's always on, a constant, powerful push in just one direction. Once you start an arc with DC, there's absolutely nothing to help put it out. It just keeps burning and burning, getting hotter and way more destructive. And that angry, self-sustaining spark? It has a name, a DC arc flash. It's basically a continuous, high-energy explosion of raw electricity jumping through the air. And we're not just talking about a little spark here. This is a plasma discharge that can reach thousands of degrees. Seriously hot stuff. So we get why it's dangerous. But just how dangerous are we talking? Let's actually put some numbers on it and quantify the kind of destructive energy we're unleashing in just a split second. Yeah, the destructive power here isn't some kind of magic, it's just math. And the formula is surprisingly simple. The total energy an arc dumps out comes down to 3 things: your system's voltage, the current that's flowing through it, and this is the critical part, the amount of time that arc stays alive. So let's run a little scenario with some real-world numbers. Imagine a pretty common 12-volt battery system. It's working hard, maybe powering a big inverter, pulling a solid 200 amps. You go and flip a switch, and an arc forms for just 1/10 of a second. That's literally faster than you can blink. So, what happens? Boom. The answer is 240 joules of energy. 240 joules released in that tiny, tiny gap inside your switch. Now, I know 240 joules might not sound like a huge number by itself, but let's translate that into what it can actually do. And this is where it gets scary. In that blink of an eye, you've just created enough focused heat to turn solid metal into liquid. The contacts inside that switch can literally weld themselves together, making it impossible to ever turn the circuit off. Or even worse, they can just vaporize, creating a conductive gas that fuels an even bigger, more violent arc flash. So where are you most likely to run into this? Well, think about modern lithium batteries, the Life PO4s, which can dump massive inrush currents. Or think about switching those big inverters, which act like giant capacitors. And please, never, ever use a cheap switch that's only rated for AC power. That's a guaranteed recipe for disaster. Basically, anytime you're disconnecting a DC load over, say, 50 amps while it's running, you are absolutely in the danger zone. Okay, so that was the problem, and it's a pretty scary one. Now for the most important part, the solution. The good news is this is a totally preventable disaster, but only if you follow a clear, simple protocol. First off, know your system. Know the right order to disconnect things. Second, check your gear. Make sure your switches are explicitly rated for DC. For those big capacitive loads, you'll want to use a pre-charge circuit. And of course, always wear your safety gear. But you know what? All of those steps really support the #1 golden rule. The absolute safest way to flip a switch is to make sure it's not under load. Always power down the load before you hit that main disconnect. When it comes right down to it, this whole thing boils down to one core idea. You're not just flicking a piece of plastic, you are trying to interrupt a powerful, relentless flow of energy. And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? The physics of DC power are totally unforgiving. But the flip side is that they're also predictable. And because they're predictable, you can prepare. By understanding these principles and just using the correct, properly rated equipment for the job, you can completely, 100% prevent these kinds of catastrophic failures. So, I'll leave you with this one question to chew on. Go take a hard look at your own setup, your switches, your tables, your procedures. After everything we've just talked about, can you honestly say with total confidence that your system is designed to be switched safely every single time?